Eh? Get it? Micro. From February to December of 2013, IDW published a side series to the My Little Pony comics known as the Micro Series. Each of the 10 issues in this series is a self-contained story focusing on one of the characters from My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. When this series made its debut, I was all for it. I mean, having 2 comics a month instead of 1, especially during the hiatus between seasons 3 and 4, why wouldn't I be excited? Unfortunately, when I read the first issue featuring Twilight Sparkle, I was really disappointed. It gave me the impression that the IDW staff wasn't going to take this micro series seriously, and that the main series would be the only worthwhile comics. But as the series continued over its 10-month run, I was pleasantly surprised. So in honor of these stories, here are my top 5 favorite micro series issues. Number 5, Fluttershy, issue number 4. There isn't really much to say here. It's just a cute little comic with art made by Tony Fleecs, who's one of my favorite artists on the IDW staff. What made this story stand out enough to be put on this list is the moment of relatability that I had with Fluttershy. I'm pretty sure that at least 95% of artists that have ever existed have had that moment where they just didn't want to face criticism. Seeing Fluttershy go through and overcome this experience was fun to read, and that sense of relating to Fluttershy that I felt while I was reading this story helped to make it a favorite in my eyes. Number 4, Pinkie Pie, issue number 5. As much as it kills me to give Pinkie Pie recognition, I have to give credit where credit is due. This issue was very well written, and it really had Pinkie Pie embody the element of laughter. If you ask me, this should have been Pinkie Pie's key episode instead of Pinkie Pride. And they could have had Weird Al Yankovic play Ponyacci. To put it to you short and simple, this issue portrayed Pinkie in a way that, I felt, was a lot more bearable than her portrayal in the show. I still don't like you. Get out of here. Number 3, Celestia, issue number 8. I'd like to see a Celestia episode, but damn it, I'll take what I can get. It was interesting to see the inner workings of Celestia's school for gifted unicorns, and I enjoyed seeing how Celestia's longevity as an alicorn helped her to know her staff a little better and to help defend them in their time of need. The one thing that kept us from being a little higher on the list is that it didn't really show Celestia in a more down-to-earth light. I promise, you'll understand what I mean when we get further along on this list. Number 2, Rarity, issue number 3. The micro series really took off with this one. This issue single-handedly shows us just how awesome Rarity is. She was able to take a series of products made by a modest farm couple and turn them into money-making hits. On top of that, she did this in a matter of days. It can take an entrepreneur years to get their product off the ground, and Rarity did this in days. What makes this even better is that she didn't even do this for herself. She did this for a nice little couple that she barely even knew. So, my fellow Rarity fans, if you come across someone that says that Rarity isn't generous, kindly point them towards this comic, please. And my number 1 favorite micro series issue is Luna, issue number 10. This is how you end a series. This is, hands down, the best issue of the micro series. Reason number 1, it stars Best Princess. Reason number 2, she's featured in a more slice-of-life-ish kind of story. This is the kind of down-to-earth scenario that I mentioned back when I was talking about the Celestia issue. Seeing Luna having to struggle through Celestia's daily routine, as well as seeing the two sisters banter in the early parts of the issue, are just some examples of the hilarious writing that you can find throughout the story. It's reading issues like this that only makes me want to see a similar story with Celestia and Luna done in the show. I wonder if it's possible for DHX to borrow Katie Cook for an episode or 2. IDW wouldn't mind, would they? So, those are my top 5 micro series issues. If you haven't read the series yet and just want to check out the good issues, consider this list to be my personal recommendations. Next on the list of top 5s is the top 5 main series story arcs of the My Little Pony comics. So be on the lookout for when that drops. So, what did you guys think of this list? Let me know in the comments below or hit me up on Tumblr. Feel free to let me know your own personal top 5 and consider supporting me on PayPal through commissions or donations. Until next time, keep it sketchy, folks.